Hey guys, it's John Morley here, serial entrepreneur. It is great to be with you on Inspirations for Your Life. Another great evening. It is 10:55 p.m. here on March 12th. This is the March 12th show. You're watching Inspirations for Your Life, the place where we give you all kinds of great stuff. Oh, I forgot to put my hat on here. I just noticed that as I'm looking here on the camera, didn't put my hat on. I had it on, but I just didn't put it on. So I'll just put my hat on there. It's already programmed, so I'm good to go there. Actually, I might be. Am I out of batteries here? Yep. Probably have to charge. All right. So I have to charge my hat. All right. I had it on most of the day, so I probably need to charge my hat. Anyway, Inspirations for Your Life. I'm John Morley, serial entrepreneur. I'm your host for tonight. It's great to be with you on another great show. So let's get into the master topic. First, the one of the week is Impress Yourself, Series 3. Show 11 means we're in our third year. The topic for tonight is the roadmap to personal empowerment. We're on Series 3, Show 11, Episode number 4. First thing I want to talk about is be well informed. John, what are you talking about? Discover the power of knowledge and how staying informed can empower you to make better decisions and navigate life's challenges. So people often ask me, John, so how do I become informed? So I know sometimes people can get overwhelmed with all the information out there, technology and other types of stuff out there from politics and whatnot, and just cluttering our brain, right? So it's important to be well informed so we can make the appropriate decisions in our life. And there's an art to being well informed. We have to we kind of have to basically skim things, and other stuff that we're really interested in. Well, we're going to make the choice to spend more time on those things, right? We're going to make the choice to spend more time on those things, and when we do that, it's like our world opens up. Our world opens up, and when I say our world opens up, I mean I really do mean that. Our world opens up. And so thinking about what it means to be informed, um, it's basically the amount of information that we're able to ascertain and then process in a manner that's actually going to help us make smart, intelligent decisions. All right. So being well informed is not something you should do because you have to. Should be doing it because you want to do it. Now, I know a lot of people out there saying, "Hey, John, I really don't have the time to be well informed." Well, that's exactly why you need to be well informed, because you don't get the fact that you're taking in too much information. You're taking in too much information. And if you're taking in too much information, well, then that could be a very big problem for you, right? It could be a very, very big problem. So what does that mean to you? Well, I think what it means to me is it means that we have to have power in our lives to make the choices that we want. And so there's so much data in our world that we have to realize that we need to figure out what it is we want to dive deeper in, right? If you had a coffee pot or even a bucket and you put paint in it or water, it doesn't matter what it is. And let's just say you had a bucket and you poured water in it, right? And the bucket's half full, you put more water and then it fills up to the top. If it gets to the very top, where it's just at the lip, can't put any more in. If you pour more in, what's going to happen? The water's going to overflow. That's what happens to our brain. It's like we just get very, I should say, obsessed with the information we have. Just fixing my hat there a little bit there, guys. The information we have, and then based on that information, we're able to dive deeper. I'll call doing a deeper dive is what I like to call it. So being well informed is not just about people around you, not just about situations, not just about your health, not just about your culture, not just about volunteering. Being well informed is something that'll make you well-rounded and able to help you become a better version of yourself and help others become better versions of themselves. All right, the next thing, ladies and gentlemen, is find small things that you can basically do every single day. So find small things that you can achieve daily. Okay, find small things you can achieve daily. So what do I mean by that? Well, It could be something really simple. It could be something as easy as getting up and, I don't know, doing 12 push-ups, or I mean, that's just an example. Or maybe the fact that when you get up every morning, now you make your bed. I mean, I've been doing that for years, but just that sense of accomplishment. What are some other little things you can celebrate? Well, you can celebrate that you got up. You can celebrate you're alive. Um, Other things you can do that you can achieve, you can be a great listener for the day. Now, I know people say, well, John, I can't do that every day. Well, just pretend on doing it or practice on doing it just for tomorrow. And then the next day, say, I'm just going to do it for tomorrow again. Well, John, isn't that every day? Yes, but you're doing it day by day by day by day. And when you do that, it's like there is so much potential. There's so much potential. So when we talk about finding small things you can achieve daily, there's an importance in setting achievable daily promises, and how these small victories can lead to significant personal growth and triumphs of success. It might be that you found a new way to do something. You found a new way to reach people, or you found something in your life, right? You found something in your life, and that something in your life is going to make a very, very big difference. But you're not aware that it's going to make a difference right now. Okay. You're not aware that it's going to make the difference right now, but it will. If you just keep persisting, it will make a very, very big difference. I promise you, it'll make a huge difference. And by that huge difference, you're going to see that it's going to be, when I say amazing, it's going to be absolutely, absolutely amazing. But we get sidetracked because things don't oftentimes go the way we want. All right. And it's not to get you upset. It's just to say, hey, this isn't working right. And if it's not working right, then we have to figure out, well, where are we going? Right? Where are we actually going? And I think that's a very important thing, is to figure that out. Okay. Um, Figure out what that means for you. Okay. If you can figure out what that means for you, then your life is going to change. Let me say this again. Your life is going to change. But you see, it doesn't happen overnight. Well, what do you mean it doesn't happen overnight? Well, I mean that it doesn't happen overnight. And so if it doesn't happen overnight, people get discouraged. So if you can just figure, I don't know, one or two things that you do very well, you'll find that you'll figure out another two or three things that you do very, very well. Okay. You'll find another two or three things that you do very, very well. I mean, that's really the truth of it, ladies and gentlemen. That's the truth. And if you can make that the truth in your life, then I think you'll understand what I mean by embracing these moments. Okay. Embrace these moments. And when you embrace these moments, your life will change. So, what's something you could do tomorrow to actually, let's say, become a great version of yourself? Well, celebrate, 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 right? Celebrate these great things in your life. And when you celebrate, it's like amazing things will happen. So when we think about, the little things, what are some other little things? Well, it could be something as simple as, I don't know, it could be cleaning out your desk, clean out your drawer, or, maybe it's that you went for a walk or you went for a run. What are some things that you can do tomorrow and celebrate those small victories? Maybe you're going to write something. Maybe you're going to call somebody. Maybe you're going to prospect. I mean, what are you going to do? But make it measurable. Maybe I'm going to call 10 people today that have an interest in my product or service. Maybe I'm going to attend 2 networking events this week. You know what I'm saying? Do something like that, but make something daily. When we make it daily, it's like the world changes for us. The world changes for us when we decide to make something like that. But a lot of people get hung up on all the details and like, oh, I can't do this, John. I can't do this. I can't do this. And the reason you can't do it is because you're hung up on the details. You're hung up on the details. Okay? You're hung up on the details. And so if you're hung up on the details, then I feel that you're going to be a little lost. Okay? You're going to be a little lost. And if you're a little lost, then what happens? Well, I think what's going to happen is I think it's going to be challenging for you because you're going to be feeling like you can't do anything. Okay. And I know that can sound, how can I say this? That can sound a little funny, but uh, it can. All right. You have to just believe in yourself. Does that make sense, everybody? If it doesn't, tell me why. Why? I think the reason that it makes sense is that it has a purpose on it. It has a purpose on it. And if it has a purpose on it, then it will hopefully get us passionate. Now, not every purpose has something that'll give you passion. Not every purpose. So if that purpose doesn't have passion, then you've got to retool that leash. I mean, you got to retool. You got to figure out why that's not working. Okay. And I'll tell you that if you could just figure out what one purpose is in your life, and by that purpose, you're able to move forward, your life is going to change. If you can celebrate one thing in your life, do it. It could be something as simple as, I don't know, maybe you learned to tie a knot, or I don't know, maybe you figured out how to do a puzzle. It could be anything. Maybe you learned how to write your name better. I mean, it could be anything. Maybe something little that you do could be just the fact that, you got up a half hour earlier or an hour earlier so that you could jump on your day and get going. Anything, right? So the last thing I want to talk about is express gratitude. You've heard me talk about this before many, many times. Gratitude. When you explore the transformative effects of gratitude and how cultivating a grateful mindset is, it has the power to enhance your overall well-being and your life and the happiness. So when we think about life and we think about gratitude, many people say to me, hey, John, why is gratitude magical? Well, gratitude is magical because it changes our perception. There are magical powers of gratitude, and this has been unfolded by a lot of people. It's a powerful thing because we choose to do it. It doesn't cost us anything. It doesn't take much time, but the benefits are huge. Okay. And the thinking pattern of it will release serotonin and dopamine chemicals in the brain, which will help us to get to an entirely new level in life. That's the reason why, ladies and gentlemen, you want to express gratitude. I tell people this every day. When you learn to express gratitude in your life, okay, and grateful for anything in your life, even the smallest things, more things in your life will show up that you can be grateful for. So let's review what we talked about tonight. First of all, we're on impress yourself, which is obviously the main master topic of the week. And we had our granular subtopic, which is the roadmap to personal empowerment, series 3, show 11, episode 4. We talked about being well-informed. Being well-informed is a choice. You have to know or get information so that you can make the right decisions, so you can interact with the right people, right? Success is about the connections you make. And those connections, and the more power that you empower people to do, the more you'll become empowered, right? That's really important. The second thing we talked about tonight is find small things you can achieve daily. I don't care whether it's something simple. It could be, just the fact that you're going to have your car washed once a week, or maybe this week you're going to decide that every day you're going to make something healthy for dinner. That's something you could celebrate, right? Maybe something small that you can celebrate is each day you're going to clean out another closet, you're going to clean out another drawer. That's something very small, but it's something we can definitely celebrate. Now, people often say to me, "Hey, John, what are the smallest things I can celebrate in my life?" Well, it's the little things, right? The flowers outside, the fact that there's air, right? Maybe somebody gave you a call, thank someone for something they did for you, compliment someone for something they did, even holding the door open, like, doing that. I mean, grateful for that. Appreciate yourself for everything. Live in the moment and appreciate the little things. When we learn to be a person that appreciates things, more people want to hang around us. Let me say that again. When we learn to be appreciative, more people will be around us. That's it. Learn to be appreciative, and I promise you, more people will want to hang around you. Hey, guys, I'm John C. Morley, serial entrepreneur. It has been an amazing privilege, pleasure, and honor to be with you this fantastic evening. I hope you'll choose to like, love, support the channel. Definitely be sure to follow me on TikTok and all my other great content. I'll be so grateful for that. And I hope that every day that you listen to a piece of my content, it not only inspires you, but it gets you to see that there's greatness in you. And if you just keeping on, like that little train by, I think it was Tommy, the train many, many years ago, Tommy, the little train that could, when you just keep on keeping on, eventually the keeping on gets on its own. And it just has a life of its own that really propels you forward. Have yourself a fantastic evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'll catch you guys tomorrow, all right? Be well, take care, and please be sure to like the content. I'm so grateful for that. Be well, everyone.